Hello all. So in previous two sections we have seen what is solvent extraction, what's the theory behind solvent extraction, and what is the mechanism involved in solvent extraction. So today we shall see different types of solvent extraction. For that I have taken an illustration here. There is a glass which has water in it. So to this I am going to add another solvent. So you can see there are two solvents and both are immiscible in each other. So now I am going to add a solute molecule such that it dissolves in water. Okay. So I have the solute particles which dissolve in water. So you can see our solute particle is completely soluble in water, whereas it does not enter the organic layer which is floating above. So now there are different methods in which we can extract this solute from the aqueous layer into the organic layer. They are, we can use a chelate, that is a ligand which attaches as claws of a crab. So it must be a bidentate ligand at least. So it is going to attach to the solute particles, make it neutral, and then take it to the organic layer. We should remember here compounds which are soluble in aqueous layer or are ionic in nature, and compounds which are soluble in organic layer are non-ionic. So next we can also form large complexes. So large complexes, which means we can use larger ligands and the complex size can be increased, and hence they are going to break the hydrogen bonds which are associated with the solute particle, and they are going to take it along with it to the organic layer. Or we can use the solvent itself, which acts as a micelle. So we are familiar with the word micelle. It comes in colloidal chemistry. So these micelles are charged in nature because they are polar solvents. So these polar solvents cage around the ion which has to be extracted, forming a neutral species which can be extracted into the organic layer. Or there is another method wherein we can prepare an ion pair, and this ion pair, because it is a salt, becomes soluble in organic layer. This way we can extract our desired solute particle. Here we are going to concentrate mainly on metal ions into the organic layer. So it can be through chelation, formation of large complex, or we can solvate it or form ion pairs. Let us look at the first method, extraction by chelation. You all know the structure of 1,10-phenanthroline. This is 1,10-phenanthroline. If we want to isolate Fe in 2+ state, we have to add perchlorate ion. So when these three are mixed, we get a complex tris-phenanthroline ion 2 perchlorate. This complex becomes soluble in chloroform, and hence now we can see we have converted metal ion into a soluble extractable form. So it gets extracted into organic layer. So it's the best example for extraction by chelation. Coming to the next method, extraction by complexes yielding larger ion. So let us consider quaternary butyl ammonium salt. Okay, this is quaternary butyl ammonium salt, and this is tetraphenyl arsenic salt. So these two combine with ions like MnO4 minus, ReO4 minus or TeO4 minus. They form larger aggregates. So a simple anion can be converted into a larger aggregate which is neutral. So this neutral species automatically becomes soluble in our organic solvent. These reactions are non-specific in nature, and hence if the sizes match, or if a cation gets an appropriate anion, the neutralization reaction occurs and it will easily form large aggregates. However, there is one limitation when it comes to polyvalent ions like CrO4 2- or WO4 2-. So if it is polyvalent, they will have greater hydration energy, and when it has greater hydration energy, the extraction decreases. It is very important to note here that these two salts break the hydration around this molecule and are going to trap them, hence forming large aggregates. But in these two cases, it will not be that easy to remove the water of hydration, and hence extraction process slows down. So this is about extraction by complexes yielding large ion. So next is extraction by solvation and extraction by ion pair formation. To explain both of these, I am going to consider only Fe3+ ions. Fe3+ ions. So extraction of solvation means that the solvent itself acts as an extractant. Say we have alcohols, ketones, ethers, esters. These have dipole moment in them, and hence O in them acts as a charge bearer. So when these alcohol molecules combine together, they form micelles. These micelles will have overall charge, that is overall negative or overall positive charge, and they attract the ions with the opposite charge. When this attraction occurs, there will be a salt formation, and that particular compound will be soluble in the organic solvent. So let us look at this example. When Fe3+ in aqueous state combines with HCl in aqueous state, we will get FeCl4-. So this one, in presence of water which is acidified, H3O+, and the solvent, it may be any of these solvents, it is R2O, forms a complex of this sort. The solvent will fight to be in the inner sphere of the complex, and hence this complex becomes soluble in organic solvent. Therefore, we would have effectively extracted Fe3+ in the form of a complex in the organic solvent. When it comes to extraction by ion pair formation, we have three types of reactions. One is complex ion formation, second one is salt formation, and this complex ion and salt combine, that is extraction occurs. So we are familiar with this equation which we have already studied here. So Fe3+ gives rise to FeCl4-. So when we have tertiary amine combines with H+ and Cl- to give us R3NH4+ Cl-. This is called as a salt formation reaction. This salt combines with FeCl4- to give us R3NH4+ FeCl4-, which is soluble in organic layer, and Cl- goes to the aqueous layer. Hence here also we have formed an ion pair which is neutral and becomes soluble in the organic phase. Using this ion pair formation, we can separate them as either chloro or sulfato complexes or complex ions, ion pairs. So this reaction depends upon pH and concentration. So concentration of both the complex this R3N as well as Fe3+. And it also depends upon selective strip. So with that we complete the second part, that is extraction involving ion association complexes. So we have seen today extraction by chelation, by complex formation, solvation and ion pair formation. We shall see about synergic extraction in our next video, and I shall be sending you the pictures of these handouts as a ready reckoner for you. Thank you.